Welcome to Vedic Parenting and to our kids' room. So today, as I promised, I will share with you some shopping tips that I use when I shop online for my kids or for myself. So hopefully you will find those interesting and useful. Okay. I will add some links as well to my shopping places, to my favorite shopping places. And yeah, so let's start with number one. Number one is natural material. Natural material is super important because it makes your prana flow more freely. Natural materials like wool, cotton, silk, preferably organic, they don't block the flow of prana. Unlike synthetic materials like polyester, for example. It's horrible. I know most of clothes nowadays, they contain polyester or are made entirely out of polyester. So that's a huge no. Okay, so so that you would want to avoid. Number two is color. Color is information. Each color contains some sort of information, and you would want to wear on yourself and on your kids the information that is auspicious. In your birth chart, you can see the auspicious grahas or planets and non-auspicious. So from that you can see which colors for every individual are more auspicious and which are non-auspicious. There are neutral colors as well, but that is really individual. So you have to look in each and every individual chart to know that. I'm a Vedic astrologer and I can help you with that. So of course I've made the charts of my children and of myself, and of course I know the chart of my husband and of my family, entire family. So I do shopping according to those auspicious colors. That is really important, you know. Auspicious colors, they make your life more successful, they make you feel better, so you would want to stick with those good ones. Okay, so then comes number three, and it is how comfortable is your child in those clothes? Especially when it comes to winter clothes. I mean, have you seen those children walking around as if they are spacemen, just landed on the moon, and they move around like in those big spacesuits? Those limit the movement of children. Children are made to move. They want to move. They want to explore the world. But when they go outside and they are just, you know, moving so limited, you would want to avoid those. But you want your kids to stay warm as well. So I will also add some links to, I don't know, there or there, where you can find those better options and natural options. Okay. When it comes to footwear, it's just horrible. Why? Because the most soles of the footwear are like rock hard and non-flexible, and the foot doesn't move. So no, that's a big no as well. So you would want to search for those brands which produce the footwear with elastic soles, which moves with the foot and doesn't limit the foot, because feet are growing, and especially it is very important for kids and for adults as well, because kids' foot is growing and developing, and it has to be has to be without limitation of the action. So that you would want to take into account. But I have done the homework for you, and I will put some brands that I know that make these elastic soles as well. So number four, it's, you know, it's the general look of children. You know, if you look nowadays, those bigger companies, they produce clothes that all look the same. For boys, dinosaurs, blue, gray, it's boring. For girls, the same boring stuff, like pink, unicorns, rainbows. No, I don't want my kids to look like that. I want them to look like, how to say, maybe I want them to look not as childish, I don't know, and more interesting, you know. So I will put some links to the clothes that I like, and I would suggest you to search for the brands that are smaller brands. They put more energy into the style of their clothes, and these clothes and items, they contain more energy because they are more thought through, and more love is into them. You know what I mean? More time has been spent, and there's usually some kind of idea under this smaller brand. So I would suggest you to look for smaller companies. And tip number 5, last but not least, is shop together with your children. When they reach the age around 3 years, they become so self-aware of how they look. So that is the time when you would want to start teaching them and educating them. Me as homeschool mom, it's all about education, you know. So you would want to teach your child how to shop online, how to find secure shopping places, how to pay for your purchase, how to combine different things that you have already bought, or how to plan the other outfits that would like really go together good and well in terms of color. So you would want to teach those practical things that will be very useful for the next generation. I'm doing most of my shopping online, and they will do even more than me. So yes, those skills are really useful for kids. So yes, Dad is coming. Okay, so hopefully you found those tips useful, and camera is falling away. So bye bye to you, and see you later.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.